What is going on, everybody? And we are live. We just witnessed some crazy fights at UFC Vegas 50. LIIIIIVE versus Santos. Now, I will say right off the bat, the judges were on point tonight. They didn't have to do a lot, but every scorecard was amazing.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think they listened to our last live stream, I know.
I think so too.
So they took criticism constructively. Gotta love it. But I have to ask, sir, are you ready?
Ready.
I knew he wasn't going to get my Lil Keith reference. I knew it.
Let's go.
Sir, are you ready? Sir, are you ready?
I knew you did.
All right, we're starting off the prelims, people. We got...
Let's go.
Nchukwi and Mrzakhanov.
Well... So we missed the first couple minutes of this fight, so we didn't really see the first half of the first round.
Difficulties.
So, from what we saw, Nchukwi was looking really good, actually, and I was kind of impressed. I did pick Nchukwi to win. As we all know, he didn't win. I will say, though, he looked good in the first round, the half round I saw. He looked good in the second round, and when he went to his corner... And his coaches were like, you need to finish this. And I'm like,
advice.
What are you talking about? Like, you're winning this fight potentially. Just go out there and do what you're doing. And then they're like, you have to finish it. You need a knockout. And I'm like, you're going to change this whole fight. It's going to be completely different. And sure shit. Look what happened. That's all I got for this fight. I'm mad.
No, from what we tuned in with the first round, it looked pretty even. Although Mrzakhanov really looked tired towards the end of the first round, which was strange. I'm like, is it just me or does Mrzakhanov already look tired at the end of the first?
Yeah.
But I don't know. From what we could see from the first round, it looked pretty even. Second round, definitely Nchukwi. And then the third round, with 44 seconds in, we get Mrzakhanov at the KO. I
didn't bet on this fight. I just bet Nchukwi, and let me tell you, like I said, Azamat was fading. He doesn't really go into the second or third rounds in his fight. He usually wins by first round knockout or something like that. So it was a good test because Nchukwi's been to decision a few times. So he knows like the round, like how to manage his cardio because he's a big dude. But that flying knee, I'll admit, was a thing of beauty though. He timed it perfectly. I think that's literally all the energy he had left in the third round to do that. And luckily, it landed flush. He knocked straight back. And then, whoever the ref was, I don't remember.
It was Herb.
Herb called it right away, which was a good stoppage by Herb. He's a little, how he is sometimes. But good fight. I'm just a little mad because my pick didn't win. But other than that, it was a good fight. Good showing by Mrzakhanov. And
as I mentioned, his cardio was looking worse and worse. Even in the second, he had his hands down at his side. He had really low guard going on. And so I think he knew at the beginning of the third, he had such a slim window. He was either going to take it home or he was going to lose that round. So he definitely took advantage of the first 45 seconds.
No, 100%. Like, I thought I was going to come out swinging my first pick. I'm like, sweet, this is an underdog pick. Looking good. And then... just straight down. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, that sucks. But what are you going to do? I mean, it's the first fight. So let's see what we got here. We'll look at some of these comments and we'll go through them too as well. Let's see. Wow. 12 G's tonight.
Whoa.
Nicely done,
Devin,
sir.
What up? Good job.
Good job, Devin. Your parlays are, I think, did your parlay hit the big one, the 6-fighter one? I think it might have. From what I remember. I think because the Azamat one, I think that was the one I was like, well, it's a little sketchy because I picked him, but I think you got it.
Nice job.
But yeah, all around, it was a good fight. Good fight night. Good.
Well, we'll move right along. We had Moitino and Canetti. Just to mention that Canetti was the oldest on the card and pulled out the win.
He might be the oldest on the UFC roster.
42 is not the oldest.
Who's
Isn't 43 or Arlovsky?
Arlovsky's 43?
I can't remember.
He's either 42 or 43.
They made a point to say oldest on the card. So.
Okay. Well, that's 100% true.
Yeah.
I didn't bet this fight. It was a low-level fight. You don't want to bet that any low-level fights. I mean, it was basically LFA worthy. I mean, right there. LFA worthy. And Moitino came in there, and he's just a punching bag.
Yeah.
He's just a just a big trash can of punching bags.
Well, he was pushing the pace at first.
That's the only thing he's good at.
Canetti kind of turned the tide, and obviously we know how it ended. So
yeah, I mean, not really. I don't want to go over this fight too much. It was just kind of like
there's not much to go over.
Yeah, I mean, it ended in the first round,
TKO.
which I was kind of surprised. I thought Moutinho could just at least last a little bit longer than the first round. So, but I mean, hey, I'm happy for Canetti. I picked Moutinho to win, but it was just like a coin flip. I didn't really do too much research on it, but it's fine. No big deal.
Yeah, you can't really
bet, like I said.
Bet too much money on these low level.
No, you don't want to touch those low level fights. So,
but good job. I always like to see an older person win.
Older person win. It's always cool. Like he was super happy, and Chris Moutinho doesn't need to be in the UFC. Let's be honest. Get him back to LFA wherever he was or something. I don't know.
But isn't it funny that Canetti was able to get the TKO when Sean O'Malley was not?
That's a good point.
Okay.
Very good point.
What is that to say? What is that to say?
Interesting. Well, Sean O'Malley did get a KO, but it was in the third round. It was Herb called it off, but that was debatable though because I think it might have been Herb. It seems like a Herb thing to do, but
it's a Herb thing.
Yeah, it was called off late in the third. But I think Moutinho, I can't say his name. Moutinho could have kept going in the third round of that fight, but yeah, first round though. I mean, Sean O'Malley couldn't finish him in the first round.
Right. Chris T with the stop. Do you think it was a good stoppage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was good. He looked like he didn't know what was going on, but we know him. He's not going to go down. Like he has zombie
That's
brains.
why it was a standing TKO, right?
Yeah, he's got zombie brains. So people like that aren't going to go down. You have to the refs are going to have to be like, all right, I got to stop this right now before he gets destroyed. I don't know if he would have got destroyed, but go ahead. Sorry.
Moving right along, we have Brundage and Lungiambula.
Oh, the first crazy fight of the night, which of many, mind you.
Man.
I picked Cody to win this one, and I will tell you right now, I thought it was my worst pick of the night, which ended up being a pretty good pick of the night. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, Cody looked like he shouldn't. Actually, I'll admit he looked like he shouldn't be in the fight at all. Like. He did not want to be there. He did not like getting hit in the face by Dalcha, and he was getting rocked. His wrestling wasn't doing that great, and just a random, quick-ass guillotine got him, and I was like, holy crap.
Can't even credit Brundage with that guillotine because Lungiambula just dived himself into the perfect guillotine.
That's very true, and it was quick. It was like a Brian Ortega guillotine, if you will, but it actually worked and didn't.
I mean, the strikes at that point when it happened, I think were 44-5.
Oh yeah, it was insane. Like Brundage had no chance of winning this fight, and then he just out of nowhere pulled a horseshoe out of his ass.
No, he didn't even pull it. Okay, this guy dived into. I've never.
So you're saying Dalcha pulled a horseshoe out of Brundage's ass to win?
Out of his own ass.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's something new.
All right.
But yeah, not a lot to go over. Dalcha was, like I said, was just destroying him in the first round with strikes, and he didn't go down. Cody was just trying to stay alive, and then, like I said, all of a sudden it was just a crazy guillotine.
Is that a fight IQ thing? What do you think?
Well, Dalcha's fight IQ bad.
Yeah.
Cody's pretty good because
he took advantage.
He took advantage, and he knew he was probably going to lose this fight, and he went for it and got it. So very low level.
Dude man bro time agrees. He says
what did dude man bro time say? Don't bet on low yamchas. You'll always lose money. That's
we'll have to Google that later. I don't know what that means.
Low level.
Okay.
Oh, low level. Yamchas?
Makes sense. I was about to Google some.
Gotcha.
I was like, these young
donkey
kids,
brains.
I don't know what they're saying.
Yeah, donkey brains, zombie brains, dumb brains. Whatever, however you want to say it.
All right. Now the fight I was excited for, we had Mazo and Maverick.
Oh man, Maverick is back.
Maverick's
baby.
my girl. Oh yeah.
You started off since
I will. Round one was totally a Maverick round. Mm-hmm. She got a takedown. She avoided an arm bar. She got another takedown, a third takedown, and she actually fed Mazo some elbows at the end. It was just a great Maverick round.
Yeah, she looked great. I knew that if Maverick can get this fight to the mat, it was going to be game over. And her striking, she was doing actually pretty good.
I was about to say, you got to give her credit on her striking as well.
Yeah, and I don't know, Mazo. I don't know, man. She has like the potential there, you know. You're like, well, what's wrong with her? Like maybe she's just not there yet. But yeah, Maverick's really good. She came back. I'm glad she won. I thought she was gonna win pretty convincingly, but there was something in the back of my mind. I was like, I don't know, man, because she showed you in the Emily Whitmore fight that she can be taken down and held there, and like her striking wasn't amazing or anything. But hey, she came out. She looked great. She dominated. She's back. I'm on the bandwagon 100% now instead of like 85%. We're good. Yeah, very good submission win again for Maverick.
Yeah, Maverick was the biggest favorite going into this card, and then after the first, she was Was she the second?
Yeah,
who was the first? Was Anki the first biggest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, going into the second round, Maverick was minus 1,400, so that was great to see.
Very true.
I mean, she had nice leg kicks going on, and then Jude Mazzo's leg was looking so red. So red. And then, you know what? She got the takedown and then that rear naked choke. So it was beautiful. It was a beautiful sub by Maverick. I know she was not going to let this go to the judges because of how bad they hosed her.
Yeah.
With the, what was it, Barber fight?
Barber, yeah. That, I'll say it again. Top one or two of robberies of 2021 for the UFC.
If I said it once,
I'll say it a million times. I'll never forget it. But I had a couple bets on that fight. I bet Maverick to win in a parlay just outright. And I did bet the over 2.5 rounds because I didn't think there was going to be a finish. So that was my bad. But hey, you can't win them all. It's fine. Even though it was the only leg of my parlay that lost. But it's okay.
The dub went to the correct person.
Right.
So.
We're all good.
And after 4 fights, the fighters have spoken at this point. Fuck the judges.
Yes.
We have 4 finishes in a row, people.
4? Is it 4?
It was 4 at this point. At this point, it was 4.
It's so quick. I don't even know. This is another quick night of fights, so I feel like it's only 9:15, so let's roll.
It was a quick night, but guys, I know I say this every time we go on a live, but what a great card. I always find myself thoroughly enjoying them, even when when like normies are just like, it was boring. Like, I always enjoy them thoroughly.
There was a couple like high profile fighters, if you want to say, on this card, but like a lot of these fights were great fights. I was up in my seat like multiple times, so just rooting and screaming for my bets, yelling, scaring my cats, and all that good stuff. It's fun times.
All right, we got our featherweight bout. We had Jackson versus Kirk. What did you think, Johnny?
Yes, Jackson dominated like I thought he would. I was a little shocked that he was going to go to his striking in the first round a little bit longer than I thought, because I thought I'm like, his advantage is on the mat. But he went with his striking, and he went toe for toe with him a bit. And I think after he got the first takedown, he realized, like, I'm the better grappler. I'm the better wrestler. I can destroy him on the mat. So that's what he did in the second round. And I think he ended up getting a submission in the second round. Was that right?
He did. He got that arm and neck choke, or what they ended up calling it.
Triangle choke.
It looked like an arm and neck choke, but I think they ended up calling it an arm triangle.
Yeah.
But
all good, So that
what up, Bout Better?
Welcome, Bout Better. What's up, man? Thanks for coming out. But Jackson. Well, I picked Jackson to win. I had a bet on him. I got him at dog money. I got him at plus 110. So that was always a little good feeling when you get a dog and turns up being a favorite at the end. So what did you think? Anything more?
I liked his striking in the first round. He definitely outstruck him. He took him to the ground at the end, but round 2 was just accumulation of ground control, and then of course we got the sub. So
he's just a really good wrestler and a really good grappler. Like, he's a little underrated.
What do you think about the nickname, Mr. Underrated?
Mr. Underrated, and totally needs to change it. And Mr. Underrated, because this dude is legit, man. I can't say anything else. Great.
Don't sleep on him, people.
Don't sleep. Let's see what we got here. About Better said, dig the intoxicating post-fight briefing. Yep.
Are we being literal? Because we should be.
Cheers.
All right.
It was a good night. Good night. Hope you had a good night, too, for betting.
Jackson dominated.
Jackson did dominate, 100%. Yep. I thought he was going to win, but, I mean, pretty convinced, but he just dominated that fight. And he's called the Leech for a reason.
Is he?
Yeah, that's his real nickname.
Oh, okay. I like Mr. Underrated, but whatever.
I mean, that's like a little
That's
side.
like the people's nickname.
Yeah, the people's nickname, but I like the Leech. He looks like a leech, let's be honest.
Okay. All right, kids. We're moving right along to Basharat and Jones. Johnny.
Yes, I will admit I was very high on Basharat, but he looked fantastic, and it was a little bit closer than I thought it was going to be. Did it end up being 30-27 or 29-28? I can't remember.
We had 30-27, 30-27, and then 29-28.
Okay. I personally had 29-28, but it was a little bit closer than I thought it was going to be. His striking looks great. Trevin Jones is always dangerous for knockouts, so he was very careful. Basharat had very good head movement in that fight, and he knew his range perfectly to where he was barely missing every time Jones was missing just like an inch or two away from his face. Like he was just backing up left, right. Like he has really good head movement. And I was a little shocked that he didn't try to take the fight to the mat, because that's what I initially thought how he could win this fight, hands down, like domination. But he didn't try. He went out there and stood with him. And I mean, that's ballsy of him to do. But he ended up getting the better of him. And he looked good at it. He pushed the pace. I think this guy's a little bit more fine tuning. I'm not saying he's a finished product. He's 26 years old, so he has time. But I think this guy can go. He can definitely be ranked in the bantamweight division for sure. And we'll see what happens after that. But I think he's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, Jones was really overpromising with some of his shots.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, Basharat with his head movement, he had a really bouncy stance. He was really quick. He just looks really good. The only thing I kind of wanted to mention here, importantly, of course, is that Jones's cup was comically oversized, you guys. I couldn't pay attention to much of the fight because I think they give him like a heavyweight cup because, I don't know, at a bantamweight price.
Well, are you saying he's overcompensating?
Look, it mirrored his overstriking, so what do I have to say there? Nothing more. No, it was a great fight. Unfortunately, it went to the judges, but I think they made the right call.
Yeah, they made the right call.
The judges didn't mess up.
I would have been okay with 29-28, but 30-27, I'm cool with that too because he looked great in all the rounds. So 26 over the hill?
Yeah. No. Oh, totally.
When you're like 32, you're over the hill. So I'm over the hill, so we're good. Let's see. About better. Got to learn more defense. Yeah, sometimes he gets a little hittable, but I think his head movement was good, but you can't always rely on your head movement.
No.
That gets you in trouble sometimes.
Yeah. Who's our favorite here that always does that?
Dushko. He's Serbian, so
he relies too much on head movement.
Yeah, well, he doesn't.
And it fails him.
Yeah. He had the Thai cup. Okay. Do they have bigger cups, or I don't know if that's a thing or not.
Okay, well. Bowbetter's here to educate us.
Bowbetter is not gay, but notice it. Hey, I noticed it too. Don't feel bad, man. Like it's in your face, like not literally, but if it's like right in there,
it just seemed like it just seemed like it didn't fit him well, and he's bouncing around. And it's like moving. Like how can that protect you? I don't know.
Exactly.
But Bowbetter's here to educate us. So. Yes.
He'll be better in the larger octagon. You're talking about Basharat? Yeah, I think he'll be better too in the larger octagon.
Where does that take place?
Well, the Apex is always a smaller one, but usually like other states, it just depends.
Hey, he still did.
I can never know when they're going to have the large. Other than the Apex, I can't tell if they're going to do the small or large octagon, which is only like a 5-foot difference, I believe, of diameter. I don't know. It's like 25 foot and 30 foot.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, he still did well, so he'll do better in the larger one.
Oh yeah, I think.
Excited to see what he has to bring for us.
Yeah.
Shall we move right along? All right, we have our.
I just had to take a drink. Sorry.
Okay, well, feel free.
My mouth was like.
Is it dry? Is it dry? A little
parched?
A little parched? Talking too much?
A little intoxicating. I'm just talking too much.
All right, guys, we have our second and last female fight of the night, Aldris and Robertson. I told Johnny picked Robertson to win, and I told him, like, are you sure? I tried not to rub it in. I'm like, are you sure you want to pick this girl? I know he simps on her.
She had to go there. So Jillian's so frustrating to watch.
She's a very frustrating fighter to watch.
She's good. You know what she's good at. She's good at grappling.
Throat cuddles, that's it.
Man, she cannot strike.
She can't back someone up.
Corner them on the
She
fence.
Can't get to the fence. She can't take someone down.
I'm just like, why do I even talk? Why do I bet?
Why do I talk? I'm president of the Cleat Club. Why do I talk? No, but she throws singles. There's no combo in her game. She can't back someone up. She'll do well. She'll back someone up, and then she just backs up herself. That's it.
She stops.
Yeah.
I'm like, you need to keep going forward, get her to the fence, and go for the takedown. If you can't get it in the open, then push her to the fence and work for a takedown. No, that's not in her game.
No.
And I think I'm officially done.
Fade list.
Betting. I don't know about the fade list. The no bet list is Jillian. I can't do it anymore. Every time I bet her, she loses. Every time I don't bet her, she wins. It's one of those things I'm sure everyone's had before, but I still think she's a really good grappler, but she just can't get the fight to the mat. I mean, she's not like Mackenzie Dern-ish. Like
close.
But she's freaking close. I mean, Mackenzie Dern's a better grappler, I think, but Mackenzie Dern cannot get the fight to the mat.
The thing is, she was so undersized, and you can tell. JJ Aldrich is such a big
She
girl,
was the bigger fighter.
She's stronger. She outweighs her clearly when they stepped into the ring. So what do you think about her moving down? Do you think that's
she
a possibility?
Can move down. Yeah, I think I don't know if she wants to. That's the thing. But
I know it's still a stiff weight class down there, but
it would be better for her, I think.
She'd be stronger. I mean, she's having trouble with these bigger girls.
She is having trouble in the flyweight division. Like she'll beat because
she's like a natural flyweight. These girls cut to get there, and then they walk in like 10 or 15 pounds heavier.
Yeah, I mean, she'll beat the girls that she's supposed to, but this was going to be a close fight no matter what, and it was just depending on whether it wasn't even close. Yeah, it was going to be. If it's going to be on the feet, JJ is going to win. If it's going to be on the ground. She
dominated her on the ground too, Johnny. It was all it was 30-27, all three judges. Even when she got her on the ground, she couldn't even keep her there. Either it got reversed or Aldridge got on top. It was just no contest.
Yeah. It's I'm just done. Like, I mean, JJ looked good. I'll admit it. It's fine. It was a bad pick. I didn't bet this fight. Luckily, I didn't bet this fight actually, so I was happy. But I can't bet her anymore. Like, I just don't know.
Yeah.
So we're all good. I'm just done with her. I'll root for her, but I just won't pick her.
Yeah, it's just a frustrating fighter to watch. A lot of holes in the game that it just doesn't seem like they're working on in camp. So
yeah, it's the same thing over and over again with her, and it's like I see like maybe some small improvements of her, but it's nothing to say like, wow, she leveled up. No, not even close.
Right,
but. All right,
you ready to move along
from your
disappointment? All right, we got Semmelsberger and Fletcher.
This was a really good fight.
Yep.
And I think going as of now, like this was my fight of the night. Like, it was a really good fight. I did think that Fletcher was going to have success early, and he did with his wrestling. I didn't think this was going to be a knockout or anything from anyone or submission. I thought it was going to go to the decision.
There were some attempts.
If there was going to be a knockout, I thought it was going to be late in the third round.
There was a triangle attempt. There was a mounted guillotine attempt, but nothing came of it.
But so credit to Semmelsberger. He turned it around after the first round. I think he knew. He's like, I can't get on the ground with this dude unless I'm on top. And once he started realizing that, like, he started to go for the wrestling takedowns and stuff, and he was staying on top, controlling him while he was on his back. And that's how he won the fight. I mean, he had some good shots and good elbows and ground and pound and good stuff. But luckily, that's good fight IQ. Like, that's something that you want to look for when you bet on fighters, that they have good fight IQ.
Yeah.
And that
cardio,
durability, fight IQ. And then you can go after that. But other than that, like, Fletcher did look good. It was a good fight all around. He did start to fade a bit, I thought. And there was just, like Bob Butter said right now, I'll put it up here, there was a lot of good comebacks tonight. Yeah. And, like, this was one of them. Like, Semmelsberger looked like he was down and out in the first. Like, he wasn't going to do anything, especially if he gets taken down. And he just like, okay, I got to change my game plan. And that's what you want to see in fighters, and that's awesome to see.
Yeah, it was a good fight.
Yeah,
but
I did have one bet on Semmelsberger, but it was in a parlay that I already lost because it was the over 2.5 rounds for Maverick and Mazo. So, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Let's see. Whoop! I think I skipped one. Let's go here. Semmelsberger was +4 on the live, and then -149 at the end of the round. Yeah, I could definitely see that because Fletcher looked like there was a clear path to victory. It was get this guy to the mat. And I just think he was fading a little bit. In the third round, you could tell he was gassed.
Yeah.
And then Rivers fucked me. Is that the betting, like, Bet Rivers or something?
I was going to say, what's that?
Yeah. But
anyways, yeah, I mean, I would say round 1 was Fletch, and then round 2 was Semmels, and then I don't know, round 3 was pretty close, but apparently they gave it to Semmels.
I think it was round 2 that was close.
I don't know. I had round 3 close, but either way.
Either way, I thought it was 29-28 Selmsberger for sure.
Yeah, all the judges had it 29-28.
See, like I said, they're on point tonight.
Yeah, they were tonight.
Like maybe I changed the way I was looking at fights, but judges were great. I don't know. I don't think so either. But I'm just throwing it out there.
Mm-hmm. All right,
main card now.
Shall we move on?
Yeah, main card.
Pereira and Silva.
Oh yeah.
Glover in the corner. Just left and right tonight, just preparing for his retirement.
Yeah. So this was my fight of the night after I saw this fight, because I'm gonna say now Pereira. I don't know how to say it correctly. He looks amazing.
Bro.
His striking is fantastic.
More accurate than Silva's.
Yeah, 100%.
He checked a punch. How does one do that? Explain that to me.
Well,
do you remember when he checked the punch?
He just like went.
He saw it coming. He's like,
like it just like barely nicked him. And
he went with it.
He went with it. And like he did a lot.
I was impressed.
But had very good striking. Silva was tough, man. I thought he was gonna go down at least a few times in that fight, and he stayed up. He was wobbly, but got to give credit where credit's due, man. He was good. He tried to go for some takedowns, and he wasn't very successful. He did get him down a couple times, but Pereira has some good get-up game. Like, he's learning what he needs to do. Like, he's a striker first, and he's not going to ever be a wrestler or grappler. Yeah. So in that case, you have to either learn to stuff the takedowns or have a good get-up game. And he did stuff a lot of good like takedowns, but he also had a good get-up game, and he's improving with that from his last fight. So it's really good too. But the biggest thing that I really like about him was he was holding and maintaining his power throughout the whole fight until the third round. He's throwing bombs in the third round. And I'm like, dude, this guy is crazy. Like, he's going to be dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, he wobbled Silva in the third round.
Like, late
Silva
in the third round.
somehow survived.
And like, sometimes, too, like, it looked like he was just playing with him a bit, too, at times. Like, he was just, like hitting them like this, like, just, like, tapping them. It was nuts. But this guy, I think, watch out, Adesanya.
Yeah.
He's coming.
Let's hope.
Adesanya better hope he loses, because, yeah.
Yeah, definitely all 3 rounds Pereira. It was 30-27, so judges had it on point again.
Yeah. I had a couple bets on Pereira, just money line bets on some parlays, so I ended up hitting those, and I was happy because I had him on a couple bets, and he looked great. He cashed on Pereira decision. That's a good bet. I never would have done that. I would have just done KO because I thought it was going to be a KO. Cashed on to go to distance and over. Nice.
Wait, he was injured going into the fight?
Did he get hurt during the fight?
Or into the fight?
Because if he was hurt, he looked amazing still.
He didn't show it, that's for sure.
That's crazy. I mean, I didn't see him hurt at all. I don't know if it was like his leg or something. I don't know. Yep.
Ooh, minus 900.
Minus 900 decision? Or was it plus? Plus? You mean plus? I hope it's plus, because if it was minus, that's crazy. But yeah, that was a good fight. Like I said, that was my fight of the night after I saw my fight of the night. So I switched it.
Hindsight.
Good fight all around, though. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. What's the next one we got?
All right, we got the most disappointing fight of the night. T-Rex and Dover. Chi-Town did not represent. He came out, so we thought it was going to be all good. He came out in gray pants this time. You know, McKinney had his gray pants on. He didn't come out in cucumber pants. We're like, all right, this is a good sign. Not a good sign, guys. Not a good sign. How did Dober survive that first part of the first round?
Yeah.
How? What a crazy first round. Yeah. I haven't seen a crazy first round like that in a long time.
Yeah. So I knew Dober was a beast. But man, he has a granite chin. He got rocked at least 3 or 4 times.
I'm surprised Lil Keith didn't call it.
Yeah. But you know what? It was a good non-stoppage.
No, it wasn't good non-stoppage.
But I thought, like, give him a little bit more time. He's going to get this one. But McKinney came out guns blazing, got a couple knees to the face, got a couple left or right hooks, which I don't remember which one it was. But he landed some real good shots, and he gassed out. He looked like he gassed out, and then once Dober got a knee or body shot to the or knee to the body, it was over. I was like, God dang it, he's gassed. Didn't
Mr. Rex get 2 takedowns as well?
Yeah.
That's insane.
It was sad. I was really hoping
I thought he was going to win for sure.
You know, I don't want to say that if he had a full camp, he probably would have won, but I think he's so used to first round finishes that I think he just gassed himself out. I don't think it was any 2 weeks compared to 4 weeks or 8, whatever you want to say for a full camp. But I think he literally just gassed himself out because he thought he got the knockout and he didn't end up getting it. And you see it all the time. He's a young dude. This is his first. I think he needed to lose to bring himself down a little bit. I think he'll come back better because he's a really good fighter. But it happens every now and then. So what are you going to do? Let's see what we got. So, yeah, he should have went for the... See, when he was... I said the same thing. When he was down on the ground and he had him in top control, I thought he should have just stayed down there and wrestled with him till the end of the round. Yeah. Try to work a sub like he did with Ziam.
He would have been safer.
Because that was his best bet. Because we all knew that Dober's really strong. He's tough. He's durable. But I didn't know he was that durable. But I knew he was durable. But he showed some toughness and comeback. It was another crazy comeback, like you said. Crazy.
Comeback of the night, if you will.
Yeah, he's got a rock head. He does. Let's see. Rex gassed and didn't use his head. Yep, that's exactly what happened. I think he just literally thought he was going to get a knockout, so he went all out for it, and he didn't get it, and it kind of just went against him. Can the corner throw in the towel like in boxing? Yes, they can.
There's been a lot of talk about that recently, actually. Criticizing corners for not doing it.
Yeah, because there are some fighters sometimes where you're like, man, this guy, he's looking rough. Yeah, it was the RDA Moicano fight. He was getting destroyed, and I think they were saying, the corner needs to throw in.
I've never seen a corner throw in.
I don't think I've ever seen one either, personally.
So they can. But I feel like it's very looked down upon.
Yeah. I think more times than not, too, they'll wait till the round's over, and then they will say, we're done. Something like that. We're not, during the fight where they'll throw it in like that. But, yeah, they definitely can. You just don't see it too often.
No, because they want to get paid.
Yeah, that's true.
They're like, I don't care. You can lose all the brain cells you need to lose.
True.
Maybe you might win, and I'll get more of your money. So,
but, yeah, I had a bet on McKinney. I thought he was going to pull this off, but... I would still bet McKinney again. I'll do it again. If they run this back again, I'll bet McKinney. I don't care. It's a good bet at plus 155 all day.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We had Roundtree and Roberson. I thought this was going to be fireworks right off the gate, but the round one kind of ended slow. Yeah. But round two was
nasty.
Round two ended up with the fireworks. So
that body kick. When he was on the
ground. He
knocked
him out by body kick?
Dang. While he was on the ground.
Dang.
He just went up there and just kicked him. It was great. That hurt me. I was like, ooh. But I had to bet on Roundtree. I got him at plus 110. I think he was up to plus 125 at one point. But I thought he was going to be the better striker in this matchup. I thought he was the better striker. The only way that I would have saw Roberson maybe having a chance was grappling, and he didn't even go for maybe he tried once or twice to get him down, but it didn't work out. It wasn't even good. So I thought Roundtree was controlling the whole fight. He looked like he was
really walking him down. He was doing the hunter thing, which is very he was very aggressive.
So I don't know. I get it. Roberson had a chance, but I just thought Roundtree had this in the bag. That was just me.
Yeah. And I love his story afterwards. He's like, man, I was a 300-pound kid. I was overweight. And now look at him. He's ripped. He's winning in UFC. It was a great story. Good job, bro.
Yeah. Like I said, a lot of these fights are just short and quick, but that was a good fight too. Another shocker. It was just a crazy little kick to the body. Like I said, it was a strong kick. And I'm like, ooh. Oof. So let's see. Did you think it was a legal kick bout better? I thought it was legal.
What about it would be illegal?
Because he kicked him to the body. I don't know. While he was down. Because he was down.
You're not allowed to kick to the body.
Well, you're not allowed to knee to the face or anything like that while he's down. So Because you can kick people. Like,
yeah, you can kick them when they're down.
You can't kick their face.
Kick them when they're down.
Yeah. I thought it was okay. Unless he... Like, I thought he was down, but maybe, I don't know, the angle, I think it was hard to see with the camera if he was coming up, but I thought he was down. But I thought that was a legal shot. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I knew you can't, like, kick him in the head or knee him in the head while
but
he's
it was
down.
a body shot.
Yeah, it was a body. It was, like, right here. So, I mean, people kick when they're on their back, too. When they're standing up, they kick their, like, legs
they kick their butts and stuff.
That's okay. I thought it was legal, but maybe I am wrong, so I don't know.
Moving right along.
All
right, your boy, Yusuf, who came out in cucumber pants.
Yeah.
But defeated the odds.
And defeated the odds.
Yeah.
Once I saw the cucumber pants, I was scared.
Worried. I
was scared, y'all.
Weird. Round one was weird.
Very
weird. What did you think about round one?
It was, I think I thought that Yusuf was going to have a little bit of adjustment in the first round because Caceres is he's a weird dude. Like, he's hard to get reads on. He's unorthodox with his striking. He's elusive. He likes to run around the ring, and he's hard to, like, track down. So I knew the first round was going to be a little, like, trying to get his reads in and trying to track him down and, like, figure out what he wants to do. And I think after the first round, he figured it out. He needs to freaking chop at the legs all day and slow him down. And after he realized that and he started doing that more and more, he did not move around at all.
Right.
And that's when Yusuf started coming back and doing a lot of good boxing with striking, and his leg. He even continued to do the leg kicks, and he knocked him. He even, like, took him off his feet a few times when his leg kicks from his leg kicks. So he was landing some very good leg kicks. So, dude,
his leg kicks became problematic. I mean, his Caceres' lead leg was effed in the A. It was awful. And then in round 3, the leg kicks continued. I think there was upwards of 40 leg kicks the whole fight from Yusuf, and he was able to actually stick him twice with some punches or something. And then he had a good head kick as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just 30-27, 30-27. I would say it should have been from all 3 judges, but one of them had it going 29.
I was okay with that because it might have been the first round that you might have would have gave.
Yeah, true. We did say it was a weird round.
It was a weird round. It was close, but you didn't know which way. But I was thinking about. I had a Yusuf bet in a parlay. I was actually thinking about doing a decision, but I ended up not doing it. And I kind of wish I did now, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I thought he was going to win pretty convincingly, and he did. I thought he was just going to be the better fighter. So.
Yeah, good pick. Yusuf looked strong.
Yep.
So moving right along, we have Yadong and Mariah.
Oh,
man.
Yeah. So Yadong is awesome.
Your boy, Yadong.
He is the real deal. Now, I know it's not like the greatest thing in the world to knock out Mariah now because this is his 5th knockout in like 6 fights or four in a row, whatever you want to say. But man, this Yadong has some speed. He's got some quick strikes with power, good combinations. He's nasty, dude. He is nasty. And I didn't think Yadong was going to come out guns blazing because that's Mariah. Mariah is a 1-round fighter. And his only chance to win.
He only had 1 round.
Well, his only chance to win was to get a knockout in the first round. And if it goes into the second, he was going to lose.
Yeah.
So, and he ran out, I think, when the bell started, if you want to say, and then he just started going after him. I'm like, this guy knows what to do. Like, he's the real deal. He doesn't give a shit. He's like, let's go. And he fucking cracked him once. And he was patient. He waited. He didn't go balls out just like McKinney did. And he eventually clipped him again. And I mean, we knew it was going to happen.
He knocked him down with that right, and he didn't even follow through. He knew it was over.
Exactly. I mean, it looked pretty rough.
Yeah, Lil Keith stopped it immediately.
I would have done the same thing if I was him because he's been knocked out 3 other times and 4 and 5. It's like this guy. I don't know if he needs a fight in the UFC anymore. I mean, I know he's like 33 or 34, but if you're getting knocked out like that every time you're out there,
it didn't seem like that should have knocked him out. But
he just got the glass chin now, you know. And it's sad to see, but I mean,
so early in his career too.
He's 33, 34, but
that should be his time.
I know. But I had a couple bets. I had Yasong or Yadong in parlay, and I also had Yadong winning by knockout, so I got that one too. So that was cool.
So how
I found that at plus money, which that's insane. But it was like plus 100.
Leading into the main card fight, how's your picks doing here? What is it? 9-4?
I think at this point it would have been 9-4. So we all know who won the last fight.
I don't know.
So I ended up winning. My picks ended up going 10-4 on the night. Bets, I think I ended up winning a little over 6 units again. So choo-choo, baby.
Did you think you had the main card or the main event in the bag or what? Were you nervous going into it?
No, I wasn't. I thought Uncle I would win, but we'll get into that. We'll go. So
I don't know, man. All right, Santos and Ankalaev. I was really rooting for Santos, but I mean, arguably, maybe he won round 2. I don't know if he won.
No, he did
other rounds.
because he knocked him down.
Yeah,
he won round 2 for sure. But there was a first round was close. Yeah. I think only 12 or 13 strikes were thrown in the first round, so that's pretty crazy low. But
yeah, it was a very low volume fight.
So that literally that round could have went to anyone. Second round went to Santos because he knocked him down, and I thought the third, fourth, and fifth definitely went to Ankalaev, and he looked like he was a little bit better with his strikes, and he got some takedowns, and he was controlling Santos. I think Santos was slowly fading as the fight went on.
Not drastically. Or
no, just slowly. But I mean, he's 38 years old now. I don't like throwing that out there but it's true, and you know, it is what it is. Unfortunately,
yeah. I mean, it was just every round was more of the same. It was Santos on his back foot, fighting off a deep, like, you know what I mean. Like all he did was he was defending. He was fighting off his back foot. Ankalaev was just pushing the whole time. I mean, you did see moments when Santos felt the urge. You know, he was like, "Okay, I got to get some urgency here," but not enough. Not enough.
Yeah. I think after round 3, I think Santos should have thrown a little caution to the wind and tried a little harder. I know it sounds bad, but just maybe be a little bit more aggressive. Go forward a little bit more. Try to get some strikes. I know he was trying, but he needed to do a little bit more because he was definitely losing the fight, and it's unfortunate. I did have Ankalaev in a parlay, won that. So, yeah, I mean, it was. I don't want to say it was a no-brainer pick, but it was.
I mean, it was closer than I think most people expected.
Yeah, and I knew this fight was going to be kind of close. And I knew this fight was. I don't want to say boring, but I knew this fight was going to be very low volume, very slow. If you want to say, there wouldn't be too many like, oh my god moments or anything like that, and it ended up going the way that I thought in my prediction video.
I don't think it was boring. I think it was more tense than anything.
Yeah, I mean, just slow paced, very I guess tense, if you want to say.
Yeah, you never didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah, but that's a Santos fight. Like that's how he's been. That's his last 3 or fights have been like that. So
yeah,
I think that's just how he knows he has a chance of winning unless he can get the knockout.
Right.
But
he tried.
He tried.
Towards the end, he really tried.
He really did
showcase his power. But
look, there was a cat.
But yeah, I think it was interesting to note that Ankalaev waited till like round 4 at some point in round 4 to actually clinch and get the takedown. Yeah. So he really showcased his own striking, his own like ring control. He resided in the center of the cage. So.
Yep. I mean, all around good win for Ankalaev as well. I don't think he's gonna get a title shot after that fight. If he finished Santos like in pretty good fashion, maybe he had a chance, but no. I mean,
it wasn't like total domination.
And he's like 3rd in line to get a title shot anyways, so he's not going to skip over the winner of Blachowicz and Rakic. So, yeah, he's probably going to have to fight the loser of that fight, and then he's about at least 2 fights away from a title shot. But he's going up there. He's good. Like, I know he didn't look amazing in that fight, but Santos is very dangerous. Like you have to.
Everyone seems a little scared when they're fighting him. Yeah, like they're just a little cautious
because he has the knockout power. Yeah. He's still good.
They respect him.
He's just not as quick and explosive anymore. He still has the power there, but yep. That's
yeah, I think it was 2 49-46s, and then we had a 48-47.
Which I'm totally cool with that. Like I said, judges were on point. Like I even said, like, I have it 49-46, but 48-47 I can totally see too. So we got one little thing over here. What do you think a fighter's prime is if TRT is allowed? What is TRT? I'm
assuming it's some kind of performance-enhancing drug. So I'm going to say it's extended for sure.
Yeah, why not? Bobby can extend it at least a few years. But and I don't think a lot of people, well, yeah, they probably would take it. I'm going to say maybe the older fighters would definitely take it just to extend their life.
Who isn't on roids?
But that's the thing.
In the UFC.
Who knows? USADA likes to, they can do what they want. We don't even know what they do.
They're all fake natties.
Yeah,
so.
Who knows? Got any little nuggets or tidbits before we call it a night?
I'm nuggeted out. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of good fights. Like I said, 10-4.
It was a fun and fast card overall.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Okay. Dude, man, bro time with education.
Here we go. It's testosterone replacement therapy.
So roids.
So basically giving him more testosterone.
Yeah, roids, right?
I mean, no, it's testosterone. It's natural. Natural.
Oh, natural.
Oh, natural. When you get older, you don't get as much testosterone.
Okay, you just get a little more ball juice.
No, a little less ball juice.
Less ball juice? No, you're getting more. You're getting therapeutic testosterone injections.
You know, it is what it is. But yeah, I went 10-4 on my picks. I think like I said, I won a little over 6 units again. So overall, good night, great night for fights. A lot of comeback wins, which is always cool to see. A lot of finishes, which is always great to see as well. The judges were on point. So this was a very good card. Let's be honest. Overall,
how can you even complain, right?
I don't think there was any complaints other than like Jillian just looking like trash again.
Yeah.
Was there anything else? I mean,
T-Rex was a disappointment.
Yeah, but
that's okay.
He needs to learn.
He's got a lot of. He's got a way up. You know what I mean? Like he's young. He's got this.
Yep. All right, kids. So we're gonna call it here. Thanks for watching, and be sure to be on the lookout for my video coming out. Hopefully tomorrow, and I'll have my bets video out later in the week, as always. And yeah, that's all I got. Check out MiaHasDiggles over there.
And other than that, we out.
We out. Good night.